problem. I'm glad that everybody understands the problem, and now they're tired of speaking about the problem. They want a way forward. In my humble perspective, number one, the first step to a solution is to realize we must realize that we are on our own. We, the people of Uganda, are on our own. You've seen what is happening. You saw how people were moved, those who matter and those who think they don't matter. You've seen the response and attention given to it by our leaders, the cultural leaders, the religious leaders, and very unfortunately, we got also a tragedy that made us realize that actually these people are attentive on what's going on in the country. They just choose what to respond to. So we must realize that we are on our own. Having realized that we are on our own, we must unite. All of us that are affected by what's going on in our country, we must unite. This is not an NUP issue. We might be taking the lead, but everybody is a potential victim here. So we must unite against evil that affects all of us. Having united, then realize also the situation at play in Uganda while everybody is saying hit the streets tomorrow. NUP organize this and that. We must understand that unlike Kenya or Europe, I mean, unlike Europe or even Kenya here, where people have the little liberty to go to the street, our people are still healing from the disastrous memory of the 18th and 19th of November 2020, where the Museveni military unleashed terror on the people of Uganda and killed many. So people want to come out, but also are cautious in many ways. So my call is constant. Rise up and take action in your possible way, in your ability. Act in your numerous abilities. Those that can go to the streets, please do that as soon as now. Others that can protest in various ways, please go ahead right now. You saw that we were supposed to yesterday we were supposed to address a press, but the SFC surrounded our headquarters, blocking us from even addressing a press conference or even gathering. As we speak right now, you see that we had to be hosted by NUP diaspora because our internet is constantly being messed with. That is where we are. However, we must fight back in any possible way. Brothers and sisters, you don't need permission to fight back against evil. I hate to hear people ask me to give an order. You don't need my order. I'm your fellow victim. However, if I must remind you, you have the permission and right. You don't need permission from anybody to fight back in any possible way. I must tell you, my brothers and my sisters, it is different ways that are going to do. Of course, I constantly say we do it non-violently, at least for us. Yes, Museveni and his friends picked guns. And if a group of young people today asked for my advice on that, I would say I cannot encourage you, but I cannot stop you either. This is time to fight for our liberty by any means necessary. We choose non-violence because we know that by doing that, we are denying Museveni justification to murder us. We've asked leaders to lead in different ways, and yes, they're doing it in different ways. I must also add that in Kenya, the Gen Z succeeded because they came off as leaderless. They they did not tag their protest to anybody, and they also did not have any particular place that the regime did not know where to stop them. So we must be fluid. We must do it different because the regime is convinced that when they surround Bobi Wine's home or surround the homes of those that they expect to lead the action, then they will swat it. We have to do it different. I've told the people of Uganda that any one of you can be a Chagula and you know exactly what to do. Go ahead and do it. You will be followed because everybody has had enough of this regime. they won't know who to stop. Do what you can and do all you can. You can start small, but be sure that when you start where you are with what you are, it will go on and on and on, and they won't know how to stop you. I must also advise brothers and sisters not to fall into the trap of tribalism. Museveni and his regime have survived by dividing us along tribal lines, whereby if you are convinced that Museveni is looking out for your own tribe, then you're going to be blind to the impunity. You're going to be blind to the corruption until it kills you. So don't fall in the trap of corruption. I know many people are banning, especially those that are not Banyankole. But I want you, my brothers and sisters, to know that this is not Banyankole versus the rest of Uganda. This is the Museveni family against the rest of Ugandans. He is trying to put the good people of Ankole into harm's way by posing as if he is torturing on their behalf, as if he's killing on their behalf, as if he's stealing on their behalf. And we must resist that. We must resist that because unity is a weapon that he wants to snatch out of our hands. I want in the same breath to call upon my Banyankole brothers and sisters to disassociate themselves with this evil that Museveni's son is representing, is using to misrepresent you. Please disassociate with that tribalism because that's not who you are. I want to call upon the elders, the leaders, religious and traditional leaders, to raise their voice in such a sensitive time. And I don't know, I know we have brothers and sisters that are online here. I don't know, Andrew, if you will allow me to read to brief this in Luganda just for our local people down here.
Please go ahead.
Yes, neyanza sebo neyanzege manyi nti tulinako baganda baffe bangi nnyo Jamshidi tankubye kama naye manyi kijamukolera bwe mbiddamu mu Luganda ne mbitaanya ne ngamba otusinkana ku mikutu nga gino ne twogera ku bizibu byaffe ebiseera ebimu abantu ne bagamba tudda ku mikutu kaaba bizibu byaffe kwogera ku bizibu baagala solution. Kirungi nnyo nga tonnatandika kufuna ansa yakuddamu ekizibu n'okiddiŋŋana abantu ne bategeera ekizibu ekiri ate ne bakkiriza nti kizibu kyetaaga okutereeza. Kirungi nnyo nti kati buli munnansi alaba ekizibu ekiri. Ababadde tebannakiraba bakiraba kati bwe kibadde kitannatuukako kimutuuseeko. Kiki kye tulina okukola? Sitepu esooka kwe kumanya nti tuli ku lwaffe. Mujja kukiraba baganda bange nti olunaku lwa leero bannayuganda muli ku lwammwe. Tonnaba kuwulira maloboozi ge wandisuubidde nti ge galina okusitula okwogera ku nsonga eno eweebola. Kino tekibangawo, kiri unprecedented. Tekibangawo mu nsi yonna nti omuduumizi w'amagye akutta omuntu avuganya owa opposition nga talina musango gwonna gwakoze, naye